the Dragon Ball Z Kai thing. So for those of you who don't know what Dragon Ball Z Kai is, it's basically a shortened down version of Dragon Ball Z. So it takes out the filler episodes and it just kind of gets straight to the point. So for the people who haven't watched it and don't have 20 years to watch it, like literally you can just watch that. So I said to this guy, I said, you know, I'm actually quite enjoying it, man. Like I'm enjoying it. Oh, what you watching? I'm watching Dragon Ball Z Kai. That's quite good. Wait a minute, Dragon Ball Z Kai. And I said, yeah, it's like the shortened version. Yeah, I know, but it's not the same. I said, yeah, I know, but it's shortened. So
keep it, buddy. Watched it as well.
Yeah, and it's like, oh, I watched it. I said, you're a loser. Like,
you
watched the full thing and then you watch the shortened version just to say the shortened version is not as good as the full version.
Every episode.
Like the shortened version is not for people like you. Yeah. It's for people like me who haven't seen the full version. That doesn't make sense. As I'm watching the extended cut and then watching the short cut. It doesn't make sense. So did that. Oh, the voices aren't the same. The music's not the same. I said, but I don't know that, do I? You know that. Yeah, but... And it's not like I said I didn't enjoy it. I said I was enjoying it.
It was getting a bit weird because it was like, even I was there, and I'm an anime fan, so I was like, no, I get why you would watch a shorter version. Yeah. And we kept saying, I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to help you,
bro. I'm trying to help you. But then I thought to myself, I'm like, okay, but at the end of the day, it's different if I came to him and was like, oh, I watched it, it was rubbish. And then you're like, oh, no, but to be honest, Dragon Ball Z Kai is not as good as the normal one.
Yeah.
I didn't say that. I said I was enjoying it.
That's what I mean.
That was it. So it's like, but because I didn't watch that version, I'm wrong. Yeah, that's why I was like, it put me off. After that, I'm like, I got to the point where Goku turned Super Saiyan 1. Yeah. That was literally it. And I was like, you know what, I'm done.
To be fair, that could have been a good end right there and then when he fought Frieza. And just ended like, wow, I locked the form that everyone was talking about. I beat the big villain.
Yeah,
you can end it right there. That could have been a very good end actually. So where you ended up could have, I mean, yeah, you would have got the Cell and the fusions and stuff. But in terms of a story written thing, Frieza was this guy who destroyed all the Saiyans. He was afraid of Saiyans. This guy comes, he's the Saiyan, he beats the villain. We could have ended it right there.
Yeah, I just think like literally, I don't know, man. It put me off that. And sometimes you fans, it
can be off for something.
This isn't just anime. This is anything. You want to get people. It's like you can't protect your world. Like it's not that. It's for everyone to enjoy.
Let people in.
It's for everyone to enjoy. You can't just be throwing people out like that. It's dangerous. Like certain things, certain things. It's like you don't know whether they want you there. You feel like, hey, like for example, me.
Yeah.
I like Marvel.
Yeah.
I like DC. I like these hero things. But I'm not a comic book fan necessarily. Yeah. I was never really big into reading comics and stuff like that. But I really like the movies and I know about the backstories. I know about things in comics. I grew up with it. But at the end of the day, I feel like you feel like you could say that amongst some people, but if you go to certain, let's say you go to a Comic-Con and then you start naming the heroes you like, you start thinking,
basically, what is with these nerds, like, and I'm a bit nerdy as well, but not to that point, to that degree. But what is it with these nerds is, if you mention things like, like the mainstream, like common things like, I like Wolverine, they'll be like, yeah, Wolverine, you never heard of Falco? Or they mention something like that. Like, who the hell was Falco? They look at you like, I don't know who Falco was. It's like, because I got a life. But then these guys here will mention Falcos and then...
Who's Falco? Is that a real character?
I don't know, baby.
Falco.
No, and then they mention these guys like Falco. Then,
that actually does sound like a character.
And then they'll start saying things like, for example, if you like, for example, I can mention of anything like video games. Next time we probably talk more about video games. So if you say stuff like, Call of Duty is my favourite game of all time. Call of Duty. You never heard of... And they'll start mentioning these games and you think, what's that? Yeah. Only certain people know that game. All wrestling. My favourite wrestler is John Cena. If you say that, John Cena, he's not that good. And then they start mentioning some other guy. I think, who's that? Like, who's that? Like, that's what they do with everything. Like, you mention one guy, they'll mention some other guy, you'd be like, who's that?
Yeah, you dig deep. You watch Game of Thrones, yeah, Jon Snow. But what about Henry Baratheon?
Yeah, and
the great-great-grandfather of George Baratheon.
And it's like, and it's like...
Twice removed.
Yeah, I'm sure if you read the book, you probably know about all these people.
I don't even know who that guy was.
Yeah, but I'm saying that. What is it? Especially in Marvel movies, you might just watch the movie, and you watch the movie, but they be reading the comics, and so they feel like they got some inside knowledge of things you don't know about. They're mentioning things like...
To be honest, I remember because obviously I'm into Lord of the Rings. Now, I spoke to someone about Lord of the Rings, but I went up against someone who read the books. Yeah, and naturally, a lot of the fans that read the books, a lot of them are quite biased towards the film. They're like, oh, but the book's better,
Yeah, that's sort of...
Like,
yeah.
So they do that stuff. So it's like, fair enough. And then... I basically said, all right, so my favourite character in Lord of the Rings, believe it or not, like the episode, I like Lurtz. Because as I said, I like the villains.
Is the camera still on?
Yeah. So yeah, I like Lurtz now, yeah. For those of you who don't know Lurtz, he was the main orc in the first one, the Urukai. So he was the
Whoa,
one.
that's epic.
Yeah, that's what. There's orcs and there's Urukai. So Urukai are the ones that the helmets and stuff like that. The orcs are the different sort of ones. Now. But basically, you know the guy who had the bow and arrow. Yeah, and he shot my boy Ned Stark. Yeah, Ned Stark.
Wait, what are we talking about? I'm
Sean
confused.
Bean.
No,
He's the same actor.
No, you said something about the arrow. What are we talking about again? Like you said something about.
Okay, so I think you got confused there. You know Ned Stark?
Yeah, I know him.
Sean Bean.
Yeah,
The guy who acted as
yeah,
Boromir.
yeah, he was the guy in James Bond, like 006 or something, 009.
I think so. Yeah, but you know Boromir. He was Boromir in the first one.
In Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, in the first one.
I don't know Lord of the Rings.
And he got
I watched
killed.
it, but
He got killed at the end. That monster Lurtz came and shot him with the arrows in his chest.
I can't remember. Was he the guy
He
with
was
the sword?
Aragorn's brother. Yeah, he was Aragorn's brother. Well, kind of like his brother.
I can't remember, man. It was so long ago.
Anyway, so yeah, so basically,
I choose not to remember this film.
yeah, but so basically him,
Yeah.
that was blasphemy, by the way, what you just said. But yeah, so yeah, I like that character.
Yeah.
Like that was my favorite character. But then going back, I got sidetracked. But I didn't mention that. Yeah, that's my character. There's some guys that are saying, but what about Sagarth? I said, whoa, who's that? That new
like a disease.
character. I said, oh, Sagarth is the best orc. I'm like, okay, maybe, I don't know. So wait, you're a Lord of the Rings fan, but you don't know Sagarth? And I said, when did they say that in the films? No, they don't. It's in the books, but he's quite popular in the book.
Yeah, in the book.
I haven't read the book.
Yeah,
but and then he said, oh, sorry, I thought you was a fan.
Oh,
I'm thinking, what do you mean?
That's why I don't do those fan meetups and all that stuff. Fan meetups in terms of like, you know, genre of fan meetups. Like
and when I realized I was out of my zone because there's a book, like it's like a quiz book where it's on Lord of the Rings, and I thought, you know what, like maybe let me read this book, let me just see, like I'll be interested to see how much I really do know about the thing I like. I didn't know hardly any of the questions.
I know that person is. He was.
Yeah,
very,
you remember, right?
Yes, he was very prepared. Like he knew his stuff. Took it seriously. He had the suit on, the tie. Like he was ready for it.
But no, so literally had that, watched it, and then I read the book, the quiz book, and I thought, yeah, I'm gonna get this. There was these random ones. What is like what color is the roof on the prancing pony in? Or something like that. It's like, come on, man.
Like in the first part of the movie of this time, we walked past this part of the shadow
you know
here.
What I'm saying? Yeah. And they always come up, they'll never say Frodo or Aragorn or Legolas. They'll come up with a side character where you know the name, but don't know who he was again.
cousin's uncle married to. It's like,
you know that one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, how is Frodo related to Bilbo?
It's
all right. Actually, that one's a bait one. But like, obviously, you got all these strange ones.
Yeah.
Like, and that's when I realized I'm out of my league.
Yeah, so in terms of like fan stuff, like when any things I'm fans, like games and stuff that I'm a fan of, I'll try to get people involved. Like, for example, if for anime, I'll just tell them to watch Death Note. I'll tell them to watch something else. I wouldn't tell someone that I've never watched anime to watch something that I know.
Death Note is the one anime that if you're not an anime fan, you could get into anime by watching Death Note. But you might be disappointed by what happens afterwards.
I would say watch One Punch Man or something that's a bit more like, it's a bit more casual friendly, but at the same time Death Note still very good. Where some of these other animes you have, I don't know, you in it at the time or you're too, it just, yeah. But anyways,